YouTube was good, YouTube. Yo, real quick, so that 144,000 video, right? The last video. You know, this is the thing, cause in order to understand the whole picture, you gotta you gotta go through the whole story. So, okay, Egypt, right? Egypt is very significant. Egypt is very significant. So it's easy for me to break it down, because every time I go like into like on a trip, like especially on mushrooms, like psychedelics, I see Egypt. I see Egypt. Like, why am I seeing Egypt? And that's going within me. So it's like those are the codes. That's like the encoding of within me. Like I don't know, it's weird. So I be seeing Egypt. I saw the Sphinx. I seen the pyramids within myself. So in the Bible, right, the Israelites, they were cursed. They because of disobedience, and because of the disobedience and all that stuff, right? So they were cursed. But before they got on the ships, whatever, like they say, we was in actual Egypt, over there in the east side of the world, right? And also you got to understand who Moses is. Moses was not Egyptian. Moses was an Israelite. He was from the tribe of Levi. He was a Levite. He was a Haitian. He was a priest. And then understanding shamanism and voodoo and dabbling into that and researching those things. And I'm like, hold up. In order for you to do like divination work and stuff like that, like that's God power. That's God power, but you can use it because God formed the good and the evil. It tells you that in the book too. So Moses is a priest, but his mother ends up giving him up, whatever, and he ends up getting raised by the Egyptians. Moses ends up getting raised by the Egyptians, right? You see, Moses was the one that got given the commandments and the law, like the law, right? The priest is Moses of the nation of Israel. He was the one that had the direct contact and got the laws from God, right? But he's in Egypt. He was in Egypt because his mother gave him up, and then he, you know what I mean, like an abandonment type of stuff. Y'all can go do the research, and I leave y'all on cliffhanger so y'all can go and do the research, because I spend a lot of time putting this shit together. So, and it's fun as you uncover and you connect and you link things up. You're like, wow, like it's so amazing. So Moses, and then the story of Moses, right? First off, so remember Egypt, Moses is the priest. Moses is a Levite. And he got raised by Egyptians. He got the laws. Right? The commandments and all that. So then, the northern kingdom, right? The northern kingdom of the nation of Israel, they left first. They left first because they couldn't keep the commandments in Egypt. Look how everything is spiritual, because in order for you to live righteous, like they left Egypt because they couldn't keep the commandments, because there was too much distractions. Like they couldn't worship their God. Basically, they couldn't get themselves right. They couldn't get their own energies right because there was so much distraction. There was the same shit that's happening now around, that people can't seem to get it right because there's so many distractions out here and so many temptations, and in so many ways, so many traps. Same way it was back then. Ain't nothing new under the sun. It's the same shit on repeat. So the northern kingdom, they left first. The northern kingdom, there's two kingdoms, northern and southern. So the southern kingdom, I believe, is Benjamin, Levi, and Judah. And then the rest are the northern, which is like the Native Americans, the Mexicans, you know what I'm saying? Like shit like that, like them South American cultures, Peru, Chile, Uruguay, that whole shit, Brazil, Colombia. All that's the children of Israel. All that's the children of Israel. So, and then you can notice the like, I don't know, the Mexicans build the pyramids that they got over there with Quetzalcoatl over there and stuff. So the northern kingdom came to the new land, whatever. They ventured off, and the Most High guided them through the waters. He gave them signs, like he led them through stilled water and stuff like that, and they were able to pass through the tide of, you know, the ocean and shit. So they made it to the other land, whatever. But then Benjamin, Levi, and Judah stood back over there in Egypt, and they were being persecuted by the Romans. Look at the times we in now. Like, it's the same reflection as back then now, because it tells you that Judah and Israel is the 11, all the 11 tribes, but then Judah is like separate. The black people are separate. The black people are that, and then you see who's most persecuted out here, right? Like it's self-explanatory, but it's just some people don't want to come to the acceptance, but it's self-explanatory. So damn, what was that? So Benjamin, Levi, and Judah, they stood back, right? And then that's what the whole thing about the slavery, the transatlantic slavery, when they came over here as bondmen and bondwomen back to Egypt, they got on boats to Egypt. So that's the transatlantic slave trade right there. When the Bible is saying that they were going back into Egypt. And this is Egypt. This is spiritual Egypt. Look at the money. The money, you got pyramids on the money. You go to the celebrities, they throw out the pyramid, and it's just Egypt. It's all Egyptian. Everything is Egyptian. It's all Egyptian. And it's crazy. Man, that's the thing, because I be tapping into the other side, and so it's easier for me to break it down and to see things in a clear perspective, because the Bible is a spiritual book. It's not physical. That's why the pastors and the church, that's why it don't work. That's why that shit don't work, nigga. That's why you can't, they're gonna pass you the bucket around 5 times so you can fill that shit up with money, but they can't tap in, nigga. You can't tap into the Bible if you're not a priest. If you can't. That's royal. That's royalty. That's why it's written in parables and metaphors and codes. The Christ consciousness coming back to save his people, to free them from their sins, and they're gonna come into one accordance, knowing the truth, like knowing the real breakdowns of the book in its rightful way, the laws, the all that shit. So and the unity between the brotherhood, because the division that's been amongst the brotherhood, the 12 tribes, that's gonna stop. No more hate. No more people like Hispanics fighting blacks and Native American. Like, that shit gonna stop. And then we shall come on one accord and shit. Yo, that, I'm telling y'all, man. So then so that's how you know who the Israelites are, because it tells you the signs of who they would be today. They're supposed to be impoverished people. Like the Jews are supposed to be in poverty right now. They're supposed to be serving a captivity, a punishment. They're not supposed to be running the world right now. The wicked is supposed to be running the world, because the world was given into the hand of the wicked. It tells you that in the book too. I don't know. I just know the book. I don't know which fucking. I can pull it up, like look up the scripture, because I know the scriptures, but I don't know the numbers. The numbers, I don't pay attention to the numbers. I just know the words. When they be like, oh, what's this? I know exactly which one it is off the top of my head. I know the words. I don't know the numbers. But I felt like that was just too much more to just remember, along with all the other shit that I have to remember and that I want to. I was like, you know what? Let me just learn the book and like the chapters, like which book is what prophet is for what, and what times they was in, and how I can align those times with my times right now, because it also tells you that God don't change. You know what I mean? So the laws are not done away with. So that means everything that applied back then and all is the same thing. You just gotta align them right now, and you're able to piece the puzzle together. So now when so the Israelites are supposed to be in Egypt, and this is the melting pot. The Bible also talk about the melting pot, like Babylon being the melting pot. The melting pot, Babylon, America. That's where all the races are at. That's the melting pot. That's where you find every race in America. That's where everybody just comes here and mix and unites, whatever. So it says, in the place where they said that ye are not my people, like in the place where you was basically like you was kicked aside and mistreated, and I mean, you know the history. The Native American, you know how they did them. They came with supposedly with peace and love, and they had hate and war in their heart. And the Native Americans received them with love and abundance and joy. And what they did to them, they bring them chicken pox. Look how you look how you can reflect that to right now. What the fuck is that static, yo? I don't know. So look how you can reflect that to now. So look now, you gotta go to your from birth. You already gotta go and take a chicken pox joint, and that's how they overcame the Native Americans. That's how they conquered the Native Americans with chicken pox blankets and a bunch of disease. Hello, you niggas is putting shit in your DNA to code your hope. So then the Native Americans are the tribe of Reuben. Look it up. They look like the Native Americans. Tribe of Reuben. So they got conquered. That was a punishment. That was a prophecy that was supposed to be fulfilled, which it did fulfill. That they were going to be overtaken by a nation stronger and mightier than them, and of a language that they shall not know. Like the Spaniard. Look at the Mexicans and the Native Americans. They look very similar. That whole region, those people look very similar. They look like Native American Cherokee Indian type. And they said that the Bible said that ye shall be overtaken by a nation of a language that ye know not of, type of shit. Like a language that you don't know, a different language, a different set of people. So it was the Spaniards and the English, the British, whatever. Look at when you analyze the 12 tribes and you analyze the that right there, just that curse right there, that they shall be overtaken by a nation that they know not of, and of a language that they don't, that is foreign to them, because we used to speak Hebrew, or whatever language we spoke back then. It could have been whatever the fuck that, or we could have been making vibrations and shit. But whatever language it was that we spoke, it was they whoever was coming to conquer us was coming with a different language. So then you look at the whole list of the people that like the 12 tribes, like the Colombians, the Brazilians, the Portuguese, the Colombians, the Spaniards, the Mexicans, the Spaniards, the Dominicans, us, the Spaniards, the Haiti next door to us, the French. All that shit is the Roman Empire. That's it's a touchy subject, but it's the truth. The history is there, yo. Yeah, you just gotta look, you gotta do the homework. It's there. So that's how you know who the Israelites are and who the chosen, and then the prophecy of the 144,000 that are gonna be resurrected. They're gonna be awoke. Damn, what's the fucking one that it says? It says 12,000 from each nation shall be. I gotta get it. But it's there. It's there. I know it's 12,000 from each tribe that are gonna wake up. They're gonna come back. They're gonna come back to the laws. They're gonna start keeping the commandments again. Because think about it. When you keep the commandments, a lot of people be tripping out here, yo. Yeah, people be tripping because people be like, all God is doing, which God is you. Ye are God. You're one with the power. So it's you. We fell from divinity. We fell from divinity. We at the bottom. We at the bottom, right? So we fell from divinity. Every time, yo, niggas is always trying to fuck my. So we fell from divinity, right? We at the bottom. We had, you know what I mean? We at the lowest point as a nation, as a whole nation, as a whole people. So when the commandments in the Bible that Moses got in the land of Egypt, right? So the commandment that Moses got in the land of Egypt, it's 613 of them. I think it's 613 of them. Bunch of rules that apply to your being, to the divine ones. I'm talking about the royal line. Cause when you're royalty, you can't be doing certain things. Just look at the histories of pharaohs and the kings, and them niggas couldn't be associating themselves with peasants, or like, I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real, yo. They couldn't do certain things. It's forbidden. Like, it was forbidden. So the royal line, nigga, you got rules, nigga. You can't be doing certain things, bro, because you're just gonna go against yourself. All you doing is going against your power, your own divinity, yourself. That's why we fell from divinity, because we went against ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We got shut off. Our divine connection was gone, nigga. We just, boop. You know what I mean? We fell from it. Because righteous, man, this shit is so many levels and so many variables to this, that is a lot of people will get lost. You can easily get lost, like. So where was I at? You see why this is like, so I forgot where I was going. Where my train was. My train just fucking derailed. Diagne, loco, but I forgot what the fuck I was gonna say. So then, yeah, the prophecy of of 12,000 from each nation that will wake up, right? So only 12,000 and 1/3 are gonna I'm saying be saved. So these people are gonna oh, that's what I was talking about the commandments, right? About keeping the commandments, because it's you going against yourself. So like, for example, if you want to hit those divinity levels within yourself, there's rules you have to follow. There's obviously with anything, if you're trying to accomplish something, especially when you're going within yourself, which is pretty much the hardest form of development of growth that you can like focus yourself to do. Like it's not easy, yo, to fix your faults and like make that journey of self mastery type of shit. That's what it all is. It's self mastery. But then to get to the self mastery, there's rules, nigga. You like a master is gonna be like Daniel, like Mr. Miyagi and the Karate Kid. The Karate Kid ain't just start kicking. He had to learn to do Mr. Miyagi. That's why you got a master, a trainer, a guru, whatever, to show you the way. You know what I mean? To show you your like, I guess, to master yourself. That's what a master is. It's just a. So, for instance, if God tells you don't eat pork, right? Don't eat pork. It's not that God is trying to like tell you what, like, oh, nigga, don't eat pork, nigga. Like, nah, nigga, don't chicken, don't eat. Like, he ain't trying to like hold you back, like from stopping you from doing whatever you want. Like, it's not. Why would God create this whole shit to police on niggas? Why would the creator of this plane of existence want to create all this to if you got the power to create all this, why are you worrying about little old me if I eat pork or if I cut my hair, or if I sleep with another nigga wife, or I mean, if you're that powerful, why would you worry about that? Don't you got other things to worry about that are way greater and far more that I cannot even comprehend, that you will be, that you I mean, that requires your time, rather than worrying about us. Everybody think God is trying to control them, man. But it's actually the opposite, because the demons are the ones that take a hold of your mind, and those are the parasitical things, and that's they're the ones that take a hold of your mind. But the shit's been tricked, it's been flipped. So God is he's just giving you the key, like, yo, you are a UFO. Like, let's say you a spaceship, but you don't know how to drive the spaceship. And God is like, yo, here's the keys, my nigga. I'm out. Peace. You don't even know how to turn this thing on. You don't know how you don't know you don't know how to get this off the ground. You don't know how to the magnetics, whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? You don't know how this functions. So then they leave you instructions on how to properly fly the thing, how to properly you know what I'm saying, use the machinery, use the body, the UFO, the spaceship, whatever, right? Your vehicle, your vessel. Because if you do otherwise of what you're of opposed to what you're supposed to do, it just takes away from you. Therefore, you fall from divinity. The fall of man. I mean, look, the fall of So then, so the 144,000 are here, or I mean, they just here to restore that order, that balance, to restore that balance back, to bring us back that unison, that oneness back with God. With who's God? You, me, I mean, the oneness, the whole. So that's the whole thing about the 144,000 and who they are, and who. Just look at the people that are delivering the message. There's a lot of sheep's in wolf clothing, obviously. Well, wolves in sheep's clothing. Shit. Did I say that right? I ain't even gonna go back. Fuck that. Nah, but I'm just messing. So yeah, so that's why Christ said, my sheep hear my voice. My sheep hear my voice. Nigga, when you tap into that conscience, that nigga, you know. I could sit here all day and talk, but when you do it yourself, and you do it from within yourself, and you hear the vibrations of that pertain to that conscience, you know, you like, that's it right there. That's it right there. And then you just know what I'm saying? You just know. You're given the key. But yeah, man, that's pretty much. I mean, I could get you the scriptures if you really want the whole scriptures. I'll get them for you, but that's the thing about the preachers, though, because preachers, a lot of people ain't got time to be hearing a fucking preacher preach. Like, when a preacher starts, hey, God said this, niggas be like, yo, watch out, nigga, go that way, go over there with that noise. Like, nobody trying to hear nobody preach, especially about God, when in reality they talking about, they giving you fucking spiritual money so you can fucking better yourself. So I'm gonna do another video on the kingdom of God, so y'all can get a better breakdown and understanding of, cause the book is basically a fucking, the Bible is like it's like you take the whole world, this whole realm, the reality, and you put it in the book. Like each valuable piece that pertains to the realm is in the book, and it's broken down to a level that you can at least understand what's going on outside of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Rather than you got to go to this book to learn the chakra, then you got to go to that one to learn this, then you got to go to the other one to learn that. But the Bible is also more so talking about you know what I'm saying, everything around you, like the physical. That's why I always heard that book is like best instructions before leaving Earth. And when I heard that, and I actually like went like you know, like the DMT and all these other things. Oh, another thing. Damn, that's when my train got lost, nigga. That shit came back, nigga. What? That shit came full circle. So remember I was telling you about Moses being in Egypt and getting the commandments in Egypt, and how this is spiritual Egypt, right? But in the story in the Bible, it says in the book of Exodus, because Moses, yo, y'all gonna the reason why I'm able to understand this is because of the mushroom trip that I had, yo. And I'm gonna do a separate video on that, because that shit, when I saw what the fuck when I saw what happened and was the alignment, I was like, oh my god, nigga, that had me fucked up for days. Like I've been like, oh my god, like grasping that whole thing, cause it's like I saw it, like I looked in the I'm gonna just make a video on it, but so this is spiritual Egypt, and Moses in the book of Exodus. So the whole point of Moses, right? Moses is here to fucking free his people. Moses is here to free his people. To free his people, right? This is spiritual Egypt, right? So, Moses parted the sea, the river, right? The Red River, the whatever the fuck. That's all talking about like you aligning your alkaline, blah 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 blah, alkaline. Yeah, damn nigga, you ain't gonna work today. This word right here, where is it? What the fuck? I can't even find the word. Remix. You see? So when you alkaline your blood, she finally came out. So that's like parting the sea, kind of. That's to me, to my understanding. So Moses is fucking hot in here. So Moses is here to save his people, right? So the nigga Moses gotta but wait, hold up, cause we leave out some key points. See why this shit, it can't be. I don't even know how long I've been on this video, but look how much time I've been on this video. So the children of Israel were in Egypt, and the Lord sent God sent a plague of snakes to bite the children of snakes. Back to the garden. The fall of man was when with the serpent, you know what I'm saying? So then Egypt, look how the Bible is like, it's a paradox, nigga. You gotta think paradoxically to fucking, and if you haven't been in a paradoxical space, it's hard to fucking to grasp the fucking the full knowledge and understanding, the perspective of what's being conveyed. I've been in those spaces, so that's why I could, you know what I'm saying, I'd be like, oh, that's what the fuck that is. You know what I mean? So remember, God sent the children of Israel a plague in Egypt. We are in Egypt right now, right? We're in Egypt right now. See how time is linear? Like you can go back and front, and boom, yada yada. So the God sent a plague, nigga, of snakes. So we got $1 right here, right? Y'all know, dollar, nigga, balling in this bitch. Now, so we got the, you know what I'm saying? The pyramid right there. And you got the all-seeing eye, because it's also the universe is infinite. It's all emotional. It'll play with you. It'll smack the shit out of you. It'll give you kisses and hugs. It depends on where you at with your energy, because you are the universe. So it depending on your energy, that's the energy you're gonna receive. If you like me, I'm always joking around and shit. The universe be fucking. I be like, oh, I see what you're doing, right? Alright, like that was funny, like, you know what I'm saying? So it'll put fucking little clues in plain sight. In plain sight, it'll put clues, and motherfuckers would just walk past it or walk over it, or don't even acknowledge it, or trip over it, and nothing. And I'll be like, nigga, you didn't see that shit? But that's the universe be doing that, because it wants you to be aware. It's like, oh, you know what I mean, the pinnacle of awareness type of shit. You gotta have that out here, because if you're not, you're gonna miss a lot of the shit. So God sent them. I'm over here dragging this shit. So God sent another plague of snakes to bite the children of Israel, and they were dying. I think they were dying or some shit. So what Moses do? Moses had to raise the serpent raise the serpent. You know what I'm saying? Remember, Moses is a Levite, a Haitian, a priest. He had to raise the serpent. Remember, Moses used to be in the burning bush and all that shit. And in Egypt, psychedelics, like mushrooms, those were the foods of the gods. So keep that in mind when you stumble upon information like that. You're like, wait, hold up, what? So then, oh, that's what Moses was doing. That's how Moses was talking to God. That's how Moses got them. All right, boom. So then you just line shit up. So when Moses raised the serpent, the Kundalini energy, the children of Israel were healed. You feel me? So we in Egypt right now, nigga, right now. What are we all doing right now? What are we all doing? We trying to master ourselves, and master our diets. You know what I'm saying? We're more spiritual out here. I don't know about y'all, but I've been noticing a lot of dudes, they not cutting their beards. Everybody's like a lot of dreads and stuff, because these are coils. I feel like each one of my hair, like look at our ears, right? Our ears are like a Fibonacci, you know what I'm saying, the Fibonacci sequence. So God tells us, don't martyr the corners of thy heads. Don't martyr the corners of your heads. Don't get shape ups. You know, when you martyr the corner, you get a shape up, whatever, right? And you cut your connections. So it tells you don't cut the corners of your heads, nigga, because you got a fucking portal right here. You got a Fibonacci sequence, and these things called hair are wires, and they pull in frequency into the portal of your ears, and it goes all the way to the seat of the soul. Sun, as above, so below. The seat. Y'all know what it is. That's why we got portals all over for the senses. You know what I'm saying? Your nose, your mouth, your eyes. These are black holes. And you got one back here. That's why you got a spiral in the back of your head. So everybody's more spiritual now, right? And we're becoming more aware of ourselves now, right? And we're mastering ourselves. And all we're doing is going back to the commandments. We're going back to the rules, to the basics, back to ourselves, back to divinity, back to God. We fell from it. We got deceived. The serpent, I mean. But then we got bit by a serpent, but then Moses had to raise the serpent. But look at the deception too, because the reflection is usually the deception, right? So the spirit is what's real. The material doesn't really exist. It exists, but it's not eternal. Look right there, how you can see it. Everything mirrors itself. So the serpent outside of yourself deceived Adam and Eve. So then you had to raise the serpent within yourself, the real serpent. You know what I mean? You had to, in order to be healed, and then the children were healed. The children of Israel were healed in Egypt when Moses raised the serpent. When Moses came to the fucking the realization, nigga, when you raise your Kundalini, a lot of those that have done it, you know when that shit hit the top, nigga, you be I hit the all-knowing stage. I was all-knowing for like a second or two, and then they took that shit away, and that's how I was able to. I mean, y'all know my journey, whatever. But yeah, that's a key thing to remember when trying to understand what's going on, because God was telling Pharaoh to free his people. Then Moses had to do it with the, you know what I'm saying, like, they're not gonna physically Look around. These motherfuckers is not gonna physically free us. We subject to bills. We subject to everything, yo. We subject to. Look, now we subject to a motherfucking. You know what I mean? Because then the times. This is the thing about the Bible, because you gotta understand the whole. Because we can go there too. The timing of the seasons, the mark of the beast. You know what I mean? Some shall rise to everlasting life. Some shall rise to everlasting damnation. I mean, so as the whore is getting judged and all these things, Babylon, and it's happening right now. It's all right in your face. Damn, and I forgot where I was gonna go because So yeah, God is just trying to free His people, and Pharaoh is the people that Pharaoh is the fucking king, the nigga that run this shit. Whoever runs this shit is the Pharaoh. But God is, as we analyze our situation, like looking outside of ourselves, we see that there's multiple pharaohs. And another thing, when God speaks, He could speak to one person, but he could be speaking to a whole nation. You know what I'm saying? So Pharaoh is these people in power. They don't want to let the people go. They just want to keep furthering your enslavement and your mental enslavement. Your mental enslavement. Remember, it's a spiritual thing. We wasn't Egypt physically slave over there, but that, who knows if that was true or not, whatever. But physically, that happened before. This is the Most High said that He's gonna send us into spiritual Egypt. So spiritually, it's a spiritual slavery for 400 years. For 400 years, America got established when? 1969 or some shit? To 2019. That's 400 years. When did the joint start? 2019. That's 400 years. Let my people go. Let my people go. Free my people. Delta, I mean, it's just a reflection of what's going on out here. Man, the universe, most people don't know what the fuck they can do, but I don't know. I don't know if I covered everything, but yeah, damn, look, this video is mad long. Anyways, I'm out. If y'all got any other questions, or if y'all can add on to it, I'm always open to learning. I don't know it all. I'm on this journey just like y'all. I'm a dumbass nigga at heart, but I'm just trying to like you know how we babies and we play with little puzzles and shit. That's what I'm doing. I'm out here playing with a puzzle, trying to put them puzzles together, and y'all can feel free to help me connect this puzzle, cause that's what I've been shown. That's cause see, I've done the research physically. I've been shown this spiritually. So it's like, you know what I mean? So like I seen it in both sides type of shit. But anyways, I'm out. Y'all be good. Y'all be safe. And peace.